Alright, I'm not worried about the visuals. I don't have time to edit my video. I just want to give you my final thoughts on the Canelo Chavez fight. I'll flip through some pictures to give you guys something to look at. I'm about to run out the door in about an hour to go down to the theater to watch the fight. I'm hyped up. I'm excited. And, throughout the video, I'll tell you who I'm picking and why I'm picking that person. Okay, so let's get right to it. This is the lowest weight Chavez has competed at since losing by decision against Sergio Martinez. Okay, we know this. This is the first time Canelo has come in on the official scale so heavy. Unofficially, much heavier. Okay, Canelo is the better skilled and naturally talented boxer, and he's improving in every fight. I mean, we know this. But now that Chavez made weight comfortably, this will be a very engaging, competitive fight. Chavez training with Nacho Beristain, Chavez Sr. Heredia, his strength and conditioning coach, which, by the way, he did a good job. You got to give him that. Getting him down to weight the right way and comfortably, very important. And the fact Chavez puts on an average of 19, 20 pounds, I just revealed in my other video that he's going to come in 180, 185, okay? I mean, I don't know, is that too heavy? And Canelo, he'll probably come in about the same. Well, I think about 175, but again, Canelo might come in too heavy, so we'll see, because I think the weight is going to be a big deal tonight in the fight, But yeah, I think it works in the favor of Chavez, the weight. So, the winner will be crowned the greatest Mexican boxer currently fighting, okay? This is for the crown. This is for the king of Mexico when it comes to boxing, okay? So now, look, now all the pieces have been put together. I think we will see the best version of Chavez. I call it the Andy Lee version of Chavez, okay? And that fight was a title eliminator in 2012, as you may very well know. But even when Chavez fought Andy Lee, his most obvious weakness stood out, I think. He's easy to hit. During that fight, he was just easy to hit. He'll take two to give one. I mean, that's how he is. He'll take three to give two, or take three to give one. His defense is getting hit. Walking through your punches. That seems to be, his defense. There's a young Canelo right there. But and he can't do that with Canelo, because he's going to get worn out, worn down. He just simply cannot do that with Canelo. But ultimately, Chavez outworked Andy Lee and secured a 7th round TKO. So can he handle the onslaught coming from Canelo? I don't know. Can Canelo hit harder than Andy Lee? Maybe. I don't know. But after the Andy Lee Chavez, he earned himself a shot at the middleweight title against Sergio Martinez, okay? Chavez was severely outclassed, and his tactical limitations, basically cost him the fight. So, up against Martinez. But then you remember at the end of the Martinez fight, Chavez came through, almost knocked Martinez out in the 12th round. So we know Chavez can take a lot of punishment, and but I just don't know if he's going to be able to handle the power that Canelo has, because we just don't know what Canelo's going to bring. But Chavez is very hittable. So, but again, he showed power and grit, knocking Martinez down and, like I said, nearly stopping him. So, we'll see. But after that fight, Chavez went on to have, I think, like 5 fights, having just mixed success, having his ups and downs. But, but I think this will be the best version of Chavez. I keep going back to that, because everything I've seen in the workout videos and the interviews, I think this is just the best version of Chavez. But, is he going to be waterlogged? That's the thing. We know that he looked skinny. He didn't look bad, but he looked skinny in the weigh-in. But will he be waterlogged? And, how much muscle mass did he lose? Things like that. These are questions we will not know until we see the fight. So, but Canelo holds more of a tactical advantage over Chavez. He is the faster and more athletic boxer. He's technically he's better, and now his footwork, he's flat on his feet, but so is Chavez. So he puts his punches together well. I think he's good at putting punches together. He's a great counter puncher. He's no Juan Manuel Marquez, but I wouldn't call him great. He's a good counter puncher with underrated defense. And I'm speaking about Canelo. Like I said, he's technically better. He can put his punches together well. Good combinations. He's just, and I think he does have underrated defense, So, and he is getting better and better at each fight. But, and here's the thing, though, will that gravy train camp that he had, right? Because we know he had a really easy training camp, will that affect him? And by the way, hopefully you guys watch all of my videos in full screen, because I edit my videos purposely to make them full screen. But look, it's obvious Chavez wants this fight. He really wants to win. So, I mean, I'm proud of him, impressed with what he's done. He's highly motivated, and he will have the size and reach advantage over Canelo. I think he's a stronger, bigger puncher. Canelo is more of a precise, counter puncher, I think. So, but Canelo has never fought anyone over 155. Okay, if you think about, go look at all the catch weights. The highest weight is the Canelo catch weight of 155. So, is that going to make a difference? I think it will. I mean, my own personal opinion. And again, Chavez at his best, was a threat to anyone at or around 160, 168. When you had the best Chavez, he was a threat to any of the top guys. You can go back and watch the old footage on HBO or wherever, and Chavez, he was a threat to that division. And like I said, after that Martinez fight, he kind of started to go downhill. But yeah, I mean, he's a determined fighter. That's how I describe him, a determined fighter when his mind is right. His punching power, his durability, keyword. I mean, if I could describe Chavez, it's his durability, and his stamina, hopefully, possibly will hold up. If his stamina can hold up with that durability, it's going to be a good version of Chavez. And that almost won him the fight against Martinez. So, but again, I got a ton of respect for what he's done. And another important thing that I'm just throwing it all out there, guys, trying to get it all on record here. I think he needs to get Canelo's respect early in the fight, and he needs to be first. He cannot wait on Canelo. I think, I wouldn't say trade, don't hook with a hooker, but I think, he needs to be first and active. Let his hands go. I mean, that's like the biggest problem with these big matches like this, when you have two guys that are, equally, I don't want to say skilled, but when you have, a good fight on your hands, the guy that lets his hands go and the guy that's first usually wins. So hopefully he'll do that tonight. So we'll see. But and another very important thing is Chavez cannot be stationary. He needs to move his head. Canelo's a sharpshooter, a counterpuncher. He doesn't chase you down. If you go back and watch any of Canelo's fights, he does not chase you down. So, he needs to move around the ring, control the range, and again, don't be afraid to trade with Canelo, because I've noticed even like when Kirkland was trading with Canelo, he got his respect, and it pissed Canelo off that he landed some good shots. And if I remember, I think Kirkland even hurt Canelo. So, So, yeah, Chavez, at times I think he should crowd Canelo, make him uncomfortable. Body shots, I think that's another important key factor in this fight, especially when you have a drained guy, and then Canelo, a guy coming in a little heavy. The body shots are going to play a big part in this. Look at, you take Erislandy Lara and Canelo. Canelo was throwing those, vicious body shots. But again, in these two guys, you got a bigger guy and a drained guy. So shots to the body is going to wear them down, walk them down. So, I think if Chavez can do all that, okay, everything that I just quickly went over, and I don't mean to go fast, but I'm trying to shorten up my videos. I think, he has a chance. So I am picking Chavez. Like I've said, I'm not changing my prediction, but in the back of my mind, I almost know it's going to be Canelo by a hard-fought unanimous decision. I think Canelo's going to win on all three cards, on the judges' scorecards, by unanimous decision. But, I'm just going to go with Chavez, okay? Like I've done, from day one. I think I put out my first, soft prediction about a month ago, and I said I'm going to ride with Chavez. So, and I'm going to stick to it. I think Chavez might pull off the decision. What a great way to duck Gennady Golovkin, right? If they can have a rematch, a rubber match, a trilogy. When I interviewed Oscar De La Hoya in Houston, his eyes were as big as like plates whenever he was talking about a possible trilogy, because that's just a ton of money, for him. So that's hey, that's retirement money. Actually, here's a picture right here when I covered the Kirkland Canelo fight. Okay, I went up to the very top and took a bunch of really cool pictures. But yeah, that's my pick. Okay, I've got Chavez winning. And it seems like I'm the only one. I've only heard a couple of other guys out there that had Chavez winning, but I'm gonna go with him. And so yeah, look, I'll be at the theater tonight. I can't really post anything while I'm in there, but of course after the fight, I'll be back on YouTube with my immediate reaction video. Maybe we can go live, take some questions. But remember, guys, May 23rd, we're gonna get the studio going, and then I'll be back live in front of the camera, and I want to try to get something going where you guys can call in, we can talk boxing, and look, if any of you need to get a hold of me, there's a lot of people that are asking me how they can get in contact with me. Just hit me up like on a Facebook Messenger, and you know my name. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who I am. If not, just I'll drop it in the comment section below.